I found peace with my life when I quit looking in the mirror with remorse, when I stopped obsessing about my mirror, my wrinkles, and lived my life. Hello, and thank you for arranging your schedule so that you are spending a little bit of time with me here today on Sunday. It's a much better day for me to be able to upload my videos because I do it during the week and then I can relax on the weekends. I'm going to be talking about aging today, and it's something that we all do while we're still here. We can't stop it. But I was going through some of my magazines that are sent to me for free. I don't know why I'm getting People magazine, and I get the Hollywood Reporter, which is an acting industry magazine, for free. And perusing through all of these magazines, trying to get rid of them and throw them out, I was thinking about aging and about Hollywood and how these poor women actresses are not allowed to age gracefully. There is such a stigma in Hollywood about women having to look like they're 30 when they're 50. So in order to stay viable and not be invisible and to get work, a lot of these women have bended to getting procedures on their faces, and I didn't even recognize them. And I thought, how awful is that? Because maybe some women wanted to do it. They opted to have all of this stuff done to their faces. But I'm sure that there are some women that would rather have just kept on working and being able to age gracefully. And some of them have. Some of the actresses have not bent to that. I think Annette Bening is one of them, American actresses that I'm talking about, has allowed herself to age gracefully. And I really admire her for that. But I was thinking about us, because even my daughters, I have one daughter who is 58, another daughter who is in her early 60s. They don't want to have procedures, but they are worried about aging. I mean, they look in the mirror and they see a wrinkle and it's like death warmed over, like, oh my gosh, it's the end of my life. What am I going to do? That's so natural. I know all of us, when I used to look in the mirror and I would find a wrinkle or gray hair coming in, it was kind of depressing and a little sad for me. But it is when I stopped looking in the mirror with remorse that I began to accept the aging process. It is when I realized that I am not that face in the mirror. That's not all me. I am much more than that. When I changed my priorities to think about my purpose in life and that I was in my prime because I had found my purpose in my life, that was all that mattered to me. And those triggers when I was younger even, that would set me off and stress me out, that I was worried about, I let go. I really let go because I understood, or I understand now, things that are really important for me to think about. Things that are really important for me to deal with. And when I was younger, I had so many things that would maybe set me off and stress me out, and I was trying to deal with it. And that is the worst position to be in ever. I know my grandchildren tease me now, and they say, oh, Nana, you're so chill. And I said, well, you have to learn that. It's life lived, and if you really want to figure out your priorities, because you realize that, hey, I told myself a while back, Sandra, you're only here one time around. Your journey is going to be one way, just one time. Unless somebody comes back and tells me, oh, that's not true. This is what I really have to believe. So I've been able to let go of certain things in my life, the problems that would stress me out and age me. I have learned to let go and to let life flow. Just to let life flow, because there are things you have control over and there are things that you don't have control over. You have no control over the natural aging process of getting wrinkles. You can use good skincare, I'm all for that, and sunscreen, I'm all for that. But there's no way in Hades that you are going to stop the aging process. No matter how many fillers you get, how many facelifts you get, how much hormone therapy you get, your body is going to age. So why not age gracefully? And why not start to appreciate who you are right now? And when you let go of all of that angst about aging, that's when your life is going to turn over and you're going to start really living your life. It's hard because I used to not prioritize things. When I was younger, I was always so busy doing this and doing that. But when I really let go of the fact that I am not going to look young forever, I am not going to be young forever. You know, I'm going to slow down and I'm not going to be who I was when I was 30. When I let go of that reality and I started prioritizing and living my life today and not worrying about, am I going to be invisible? Am I not going to matter anymore? When I quit worrying about that, then life became easier for me. If you really want to be in your prime, and you really want to get that steam engine and keep it going and going and going, it is important that you find your purpose in life. Now, I don't know what that is. You know what that is. And if you haven't found it yet, don't stop looking. Everybody. And I have said this so many times because I believe it with all of my heart. Everyone has a purpose on this life. Each and every one is here for a purpose. No matter what stage you are in life, no matter how bad you think your life is now, there is a purpose for you. There is a purpose for you being here. There is a purpose for you going through what you're going through right now. When you start to look at the aging process a little bit different, when you start to look at the aging process as a natural thing that happens to all of us, and wanting to find your purpose and wanting to find your happiness and living in the moment every single day, that's when the aging angst will disappear. Acceptance of life and acceptance of reality of what happens to our body and how we age. You know, I had a conversation with somebody the other day who's been a friend of mine for a long time. My husband, Arthur, introduced me to her years ago. She is French, has worked in the UN, and lives in New York City, but eventually she is trying to get back to Paris where she lived. She told me about a friend that she has had for years. This woman worked in the theater business. She was a great influence in the theater industry, very smart. But she gave Beatrice, my friend, her first job at 17. Well, Beatrice has maintained a connection with her still today in Paris. And do you know that this woman is now 103 years old? She lives in her own home. She does have somebody come in to look on her And in France, they, bring her meals from time to time. So she is living alone, but with outside assistance. And Beatrice said she has all of her marbles. She goes out for a walk every day. But when I think about that, I said, Beatrice, what is her secret? She said it's because she remained active, she remained interested in life, and had a wonderful circle of friends. So don't have angst about aging as long as you feel that you are serving a purpose in life. Forget the wrinkles, forget the white hair, forget all of that superficial stuff, because we still can matter and we can still find happiness within ourselves for years to come if we just let go of the negative aging mentality. We're all different, and it's easier for some of us than others, but I'm going to tell you that don't stress about aging. It's going to happen while you're still here on this planet. And if you're here on this planet, it's a blessing and it's a gift. That's how I look at aging. And that's how I have gotten rid of my angst of aging. It's going to happen, but I'm going to make the best of it while I am still here. Thank you. Oh, do something wonderful for yourself and don't worry about aging. Just go with it and do the best you can with the life while you're still here, and be the best person that you can while you're still here. And let's all share the love and pray for world peace. And please know that you are never alone. You have this whole wonderful community that is supportive of you, and that you are never, never alone. Just give us a shout out. Put your comments about what you're worried about below, and you will find answers from this community that will give you support and lots of love. Take care, and I hope to see you next Sunday at the same time. Please have a wonderful, wonderful week, and thank you again for stopping by and spending time with me. Take care, and I hope to see you next week.